The IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Champion Autoglass, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dodd, Scrap Metal Recyclers.
Welcome to Perth Ice Arena as we take you down to centre ice for Flyers Blue and the Chiefs. As it's blown back for the Chiefs, they try and push it up the right wing, taken back by Campbell. Flyers Blue jumping offside. Luke Worthington alongside Chris Kostopoulos for the call. Friday night West Australian Premier League action. Both of these teams have a lot to play for tonight. Flyers Blue trying to hold their position on top of the ladder, Chris.
Good evening, Luke. How are you, mate?
Good.
Yes, well, can the Chiefs make the finals?
They can, yes.
Can they? Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't done the maths calculations or anything, but...
So, yeah, a win tonight would put them only a few points back of the Sharks. This ladder here that I'm looking at has the Chiefs at 4 points, sitting in sixth. So last place on the ladder, and then the Sharks with 8 points in fourth. However, this is not an official ladder, so it's more of a gauge. I'm sure the people at IHWA have something a little bit more official, but based on this, the Chiefs are only a couple of wins back of the Sharks, who play tonight against the Vikings. Cox in front, shooting save by Buton to open his night.
I would have thought the Chiefs are above the Vikings.
No, they're not. They're one
not?
because the Vikings have 2 wins and the Chiefs have 1.
Yeah, I saw the score from last week. I didn't see the game because I was busy, but I did see the score.
So, if we are counting a win as 2 points, the Chiefs with 2 wins could tie the Sharks if they do not get a point for the remainder of the season. As we get back underway, Chiefs trying to exit out from their zone. Here's Levesque pushing it right up through the middle. Icing.
Should not have been icing.
Unlucky there for Jamie McDonald, who did win the race to the puck quite significantly, but the referee jumps on the whistle, calls it icing. Unlucky for McDonald there. So a half make-up call by the refs. We'll see this at...
Well, it's the actual call. If they make a mistake, that's where they actually go. So it's not really about making it up.
Interesting.
The team really losing out there would have been the Chiefs, of course.
Yes. So back underway as the Chiefs win it to the side. McDonald backhanding it in as it's picked up by Lamb, who tries to backhand it right back out of there. Juric battling for the puck with McDonald. Turns it over, pushes it up ice. Sedenko's going to skate to it. D-to-D pass. And it goes straight back to Sedenko, bouncing off the sideboard. Straight out to the middle where it's turned over by Bro. Backhands it around. Gets this Juric and went to Jeffries, who dumps it in. Down low is Bro, who centers it across. Yeah, great pass, Chris, as Jeffries tries to push it across to Juric, but he was almost pickpocketed to the blue line there by McDonald. Good coverage there by Juric to reach back into the neutral zone and collect that one. He pushes it right back through to the middle to Jeffries. Puck collected now by the Chiefs, who are trying to enter the zone. It's Douglas. Puck going straight back to the Chiefs defense, who push it up through the middle. Clipped off Kairos' stick, and now it's gone straight back to Andrew Cox. Flyers Blue look to be without Simon Kudla. Nope, there he is with the puck as he collects it and skates it up the right wing. Moving it in down low, tries to fire a shot past Sedenko. It might have actually hit him. Kudla blows a tire. Now the puck goes up to the top left-hand side of the blue line. It's Campbell trying to push it in. The Chiefs push that one all the way down, and it goes red line to red line for icing. So I just about thought that Kudla wasn't in the lineup, but then he touched the puck right underneath us.
No, they run everything pretty much through David Kudla.
They do.
He quarterbacks pretty much everything, so he's a key to their offense as well as their defense.
And he deadlifts about double his body weight.
Sorry, what was that?
And he deadlifts about double his body weight. Back underway. Kairos firing a shot. So I did bump into him finally, and I asked him how he manages to lift so heavily and then play a Premier League game on Friday night, and he said, practice.
Yeah, you probably find that he's probably stacking on his weights a little bit this season because of the fact he hasn't had to play National League, so he might add a kilo or two this year.
Back underway, Bingham trying to centre it across, and it was collected by Kudla. Back behind the net, Jeffrey. DeGraff controlling it down low for the Chiefs, tried to centre it. Now here comes Langell the other way, cross-ice pass for Kairos. He's still going to get there. Now Geordie Kairos controlling it down low in the zone. Backhand across, shot fired.
God,
and a
no
save
idea.
by Buton, who, yes, had absolutely
really
no
nice
idea
pass
where
from
the
Geordie
puck was.
Kairos to Andrew Cox.
One of those lucky saves and a great zone entry by Kairos. Here he is again. Turned right over to the Chiefs. They struggle to exit the zone as it goes right on to Lamb, who pushes it forward to Bro. Now Kairos dumps it in. More of a tipped pass that went into the zone, but now Ben Bro down low behind the net. Tries to push it in front, tipped off a stick. Now Bro's still controlling it. Has Yurich as an option at the top of the blue line. Goes through the middle to Yurich, he scores!
Soft back skate. And in the five hole.
And that one, did go off Dak's skate. Corey Buton could not see that coming as it went along the ground. He probably couldn't actually even see it initially before the tip in front. And Flyers Blue lead this one 1-0.
I can tell you there's nothing worse as a defenseman, the old deflecting the skate, the puck into your own net.
And we're back underway as the puck goes back to Yurich. He pushes it up the right-hand sidewall. It goes straight back to Lamb. Richie Lamb through the middle. And that's almost turned over to the Chiefs. Yes, it is. Healy are trying to control it, but it's back to Blue. Pushed back in. Now coming the other way is Jeffries, and it gets sticked away by a Wraith, and Yurich just hits the deck. Ben Bro, I think, thought he might have been getting a call there, but the Chiefs are going to come back the other way. Through the middle, Levesque tries to tip it down, runs into Lamb, who hit the deck. Now trying to centre it in front was Hillier. It goes cross-ice now. Ben Bro has a little bit of space. Stops and waits. Puck almost tipped away by Elliott, but Bro still controlling it. A nice backhand pass through centre ice. Gets dumped in down low where it'll be controlled by the Chiefs now. Kudla comes in to pickpocket the puck, but the Chiefs are going to come back the other way, working their way past Yurich through Elliott, now cross ice, and it goes into the corner where it's taken by Campbell. Dumped out of trouble, Jamie Campbell finding Andrew Cox. Really good pass there. Cox through to Kairos. Now in front, it's Kairos shooting, and it goes wide. In the corner, Andrew Cox collecting the rebound straight away, and it'll be almost pushed out of there by the Chiefs. Hillier didn't get all of the pass that he wanted to. Now Kairos with steam, slap shot fired, save Buton, cleared out from in front by Sedenko. Now along the sides, Blue trying to hack at it. They dump it in down low. Wraith skating onto the puck. He'll control it. Working it out of there now is Levesque. Levesque entering the zone. Cross-ice pass for Kazala, who goes across, and it's stopped by Cox. Didn't quite reach McDonald. Now Cox, instead of exiting the zone, goes back to Campbell. Will stop, control it, find Kudla. Cross-ice pass, he finds Jeffries, and it goes straight back to Campbell. Through the middle, and it just missed Kairos. That'll be icing.
So 2 weeks ago, Luke, we said that anyone's got any questions to ask away. Apparently I got some feedback there was some questions, but people are a bit shy to text in.
Oh, what were the questions?
Oh, well, one of them I would have got probably a no reply to, but anyway, there was a couple apparently.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it in the break.
Okay. Sure thing. Number one rule of broadcasting broken. But here's Kudla as he skates in.
Which is?
Kairos in front, holding secrets from the audience. As it gets pushed up, and hitting the deck was McDonald. He wasn't tripped though, so the ref waves it off. Kazala behind the net. Kazala pushing it out to McDonald. McDonald controlling it. Cross ice pass, tried to find Douglas. Tipped over the top. Douglas pushing it to the top of the blue line. Tried to push it in. Jeffries tipped it into the corner. Now Kazala's down low battling with Bro, but it's going to be turned over to Jeffries, who's coming back the other way. Has Yirich cross-ice pass. Tipped over his stick, now skating into the corner. Yirich trying to dig it out of there. On the backhand, tries to work it across. Chiefs applying some heavy pressure. Jeffries is down low. Pinned hard into the corner, Liam Jeffries. Works it around for Bro. Tip top of the blue line to Lamb. Whiffs on the half snapper. Very rare of him to mess up that move. Now coming back the other way. McDonald shooting and it was tipped wide. Chiefs are still going to control it. In front, they shoot it. It's a save by McCann. Controlled in the corner now by Jeffries. Douglas battling hard. Pushed out to Yirich. Yirich still controlling it and holds onto it, slowing things down behind the net. Through to Lamb. Pass just misses Langell, but he's going to skate onto it and enter the zone. Backhand pass to Cox, who just overskates the puck but still manages to hold onto it. Here's Andrew Cox skating in behind the net, pressured heavily. Kairos shooting. It was blocked in front by a stick. Cross-ice to Cox, a one-timer. Didn't get all of it. Saved by Buton. Puck getting battered around Langell to Kairos shooting. Save Buton. No, they score.
Andrew Cox, I think.
So Cox with the tip in front. Possibly.
Maybe Geordie. Maybe Geordie Kairos.
It was definitely Kairos that shot the puck. It's just a matter of, did anyone deflect it in, or did it bounce? Did it take an awkward bounce off Buton and go in? I would say probably the latter, based on the celebration.
So just a bit of housekeeping. You were calling Douglas. It's actually Josh Healy. Why he's in a different jersey, I have no idea. But
all right, I'll try and argue
no, that's
that,
all right. It's easy to be confused, mate.
But I do go off the back of the jersey. So
yep, which is fair enough.
You are what you are once you put that jersey on, in my eyes. Unless you're a Thunder player and I can tell what you are without looking at it, which is taken a few years.
Yeah, that's all right.
Kairos working it through the middle. Here's an example of a player without his name on his jersey. As he pushes it in front, they score. Langell might have tipped it in.
Yep.
Really good play there by the youngster, who's going to be in action for the Perth Sharks later tonight.
He's come on leaps and bounds since the last time I saw him. The last probably even 6 months.
Well,
he's
playing.
Well, he's playing with some decent players.
2 games a night as well. He's playing with his own junior team, and then he's getting the opportunity to play in a side that is Thunder and former Thunder players, minus him and the 2 Yiriches. So it's a pretty good experience. I mean, just playing with the Sharks alone, the minutes he does would be decent, and he's now playing in a 2.1 line team, kind of, where he gets to play a lot. Kudla working it out of there. Cross ice to Bro. What can they do now? Chiefs collapsing in well. They take control of the puck. Out to the middle. Jeffries backhands it to Bro. He's at the left-hand side of the blue line. Just missed the puck. Gets tied up, but it'll stay with Blue. The Jeffries and Bro line playing well so far, but it's been the Kairos-Cox line that's scored the 2 goals. In front, Bro shoots it over the net. Might have even been tipped. In the corner now, a battle for the puck. It goes around for Yirich, who has a bit of space behind the net. Tipped out. Bro goes off the one-timer, pushes it in down low, faked the one-timer. And it's Yirich who's going to control it down low. After all that, maybe shooting it would have been the better option. Bro down low. Again, Bro in front shooting, and that one gets saved.
Chiefs have got to start picking up some bodies in their end. They're getting run around.
And we had the perfect view of kind of what Ben Bro could see in that open net.
Yep.
There was a very, very small window, but he went for the fake and pushed it down low. And that's why he's a former NHL draft pick. He sees things that none of us see. Cox and Kairos line back out for Blue. Kairos set back and Blue in the face-off. Langell pushes it onto Buton, who covers it up. Cox ready to take the draw against Kazala. Kazala wins it back. DeGraff is down, Jolly is down low. Cox is controlling it. Around to Langell, who looks for options. Sent it in front to Cox. Buton diving on it, makes the save.
I think it's a goal, mate.
No, it's a goal.
Goal is.
Wow.
Refs called it.
So, wow, Corey Buton missing the dive onto the puck. It just must have.
It was Cox, wasn't it, I think?
Yes, it was Cox.
Yep.
Who had the
little tip in front.
Yeah, tipped it in front. Buton just not managing to get down there in time. I thought by the way that he dived onto the ice that he covered up the puck with ease, but it must have crept through the 5-hole.
Yep.
And just like that, it's 4-0 at this early stage of the game. Can Flyers Blue do what they did to the Vikings last week as Cox wins the face-off back uncontested? Langell to Cox. Cox on the left wing, cutting in, cross-ice pass, they score.
Jordy Kairos, that was nice.
That was too easy for Flyers Blue.
So I'm just curious, you have Jordy Kairos coming down that far wing. Who was picking him up? He's got to be someone's man. What do you think, Luke? He was all alone there.
Well, I was going to say maybe if it was 1-0, they would have had someone on Jordy Kairos, but the Chiefs, based on their body language, seem to be losing hope quickly.
You're right, but, you know.
But yes, a fundamental mistake there, and Buton just seemed to not really see it coming, as a slashing call is going to go against DeGraff. Is it?
No, it's
going to go against Jeffries.
That's what you call a discount penalty.
So
when you look at the scoreboard,
Jeffries entering the champion autoglass penalty box. Yes, go on.
Look at the scoreboard and the ref decides, 50-50, I'll give him a discount. Let's go.
As it's one straight off the draw by Jiric. Good job on the penalty kill. Dumps it down. Buton collecting it. Cross-ice pass in the defensive zone. Chiefs working it out of there on their first power play of the night. And they get tied up at the top of the blue line. Sedenko firing a slapper. It went very high and very wide. Puck behind the net's going to be taken.
That's going to be a call there.
That was Campbell, so that's going to be a call against DeGraff.
I don't think it was deliberate, but I'd be more scared of Jamie Campbell falling on me than anything else. It's a big unit.
So what was the call?
It was tripping.
Tripping. Okay.
It was accidental, but
so
he took Campbell's legs out from under him.
DeGraff, he'll sit in the champion autoglass penalty box alongside Jeffries. So for the next minute, we're going to see 4-on-4. Then Flyers Blue are going to have a minute of power play time.
So they've just given more room to Dave Kudler and Ben Bro.
Yes.
So have fun with that, Chiefs.
As the puck gets contested in the corner. Pushed down low. Both teams going hard for it. Looks like it's the Chiefs who are going to come out with it. They're coming back the other way now through Elliott, who dumps it in over the top. Down low is Levesque. Just over a minute left in this period. Chris Levesque looking for options at the top of the blue line. Pickpocketed by Ben Bro. Now controlled at the top of the blue line. Chiefs, Bro thought they were offside. I thought they might have been too, but Campbell's going to control it, push it through the middle. Now here comes Andrew Cox cutting in down the left wing, stops, controls it, top of the blue line. Langell, cross-ice pass for Kudler, shooting it in, almost tipped by Kairos, and it's covered up by Buton.
Just going back a moment or two, when the Chiefs were first breaking in there, I thought Elliott should have taken on Campbell. He's certainly got the speed, and he had actually quite a bit of room to go either side of him. So instead of just dumped it in, I think we would rather have seen him try and work it in and set something up.
Face-off's won back by Cox. Shot fired straight in by Lamb. His signature move. Behind the net, the Chiefs do a good job to clear it out. So Flyers Blue are on the power play for the next just under 30 seconds. Here comes Kairos entering the zone down the left wing, and that'll do it for the end of the period. So Flyers Blue with a dominant opening sequence. They lead the Chiefs 5-0 with 20 seconds of a power play to come. We'll be back soon.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8, supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
Welcome back to Perth Ice Arena as we take you down to centre ice for the Chiefs and Flyers Blue. Flyers Blue leading this one 5-0. After a dominant opening period, the Chiefs looked okay for a couple of minutes and then looked half asleep for the rest of the period, Chris.
Yeah. There's not much I can really say.
But judging by the first period of action, we're going to have most of the play down our end of the rink. But just as I say that, Bingham pickpockets Campbell. Dumps it in, it's collected in space by Kairos. He finds Kudla. Snap through the middle.
Well, should be icing. No.
Icing waved off. Sedenko down low, bumping Langell off the puck. But Langell does a good job to almost hold it in. Campbell's at the top of the blue line. He's working it in Campbell. Past Wraith. Still holding on to it, Campbell. He's far from home. Down low, top of the blue line, Kudla. Now Langell shooting. It was saved off the stick by Butin. Sedenko tries to push it out. And top of the blue line, Kudla. It's going to be a hooking call.
It would have to be on...
It'll have to be against the Chiefs, yes.
No, it have to be on...
What?
On blue because
Wow.
Kudla scored.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
No, he called a hooking call, but...
It was a hooking call, yeah.
Yeah,
It was on. It was, and it was on Andrew Cox. I just didn't see how that happened off the puck, but no arguments from Cox. So he's sitting in the champion auto glass penalty box, and the Chiefs are going to see a power play. It's one back behind the net, almost controlled by Levesque, who's working hard for it. Has Elliott down low with him. Levesque is still holding on to the puck. Almost pickpocketed by Jeffries. And pushed in on net by Dak. A rare shot attempt from the Chiefs tonight. So let's talk about the finals picture. I'll get the ladder up for the next stoppage of play. Jolly collects it at the top of the blue line, dumps it in down low for Levesque. He's battling hard with Yirich, and it's turned over to Jeffries, who clears it out of there. Good penalty killing by the blue. Jolly. Through the middle, Hillier found Elliott. Now Elliott's working it in down low. Elliott's in the right-hand corner. Looking for options, cross-ice pass. Top of the blue line, they shoot it in, they score! That one was just lobbed over McCann's glove by Dak, and
We might have had a...
5-1.
See what the replay shows. It may have had a screen, maybe.
Yes,
Yes,
definitely a screen. But it was a knuckleball that came in. Flicked it over the top of the goalie's glove. And the Chiefs, not quite back in this one yet, but
One goal at a time.
good for them to get one on the board nonetheless, as Yirich skates it in straight off the draw. Got tied up by Sedenko and Wraith, but Bro's in front shooting, and a glove save by Corey Buton.
Any save on Ben Bro from that range is a good save.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're having a little bit of banter between each other there.
Yeah.
Sure, Ben's saying he didn't get all of that. It looked all right to me.
One out to the side. Janie Campbell skating onto the puck. Down low, it was sticked away by Sedenko. Controlled by Wraith. Pushed down low for Jeffries. He's trying to look for options in front of the net and center it. Chiefs doing a good job to block it. Down low now is Campbell, battling Wraith off the puck, but Wraith's going to clear it out of the zone. No, Kudla keeps it in, pushing it down for Yirich. Behind Bro was McDonald, but it's going to go out to Kudla. He'll slow things down. Campbell, Kudla. David Kudla skating with the puck in the defensive zone. He gets tied up, but he'll work out of trouble, as he always does, through to Yirich. A saucer pass to Ben Bro, skating it in down the wing. Stops up, works McDonald off his skates. Now Ben Bro shooting in front was Yirich. Jeffries.
Some nice work from Ben Bro there.
Managed to
We had a good view
dance Jamie McDonald.
Yep.
And the Chiefs will control it almost. Took an awkward bounce on the boards, I think. We couldn't really see the angle from up here, but looks like it got caught in the boards. Now Douglas working it in there.
AKA Josh Healy.
It's Douglas. You are what your jersey says you are, as it gets tipped off.
Not being critical, mate.
Stick
Not being critical, just saying.
over the net and out of play.
You call it however you want it.
So, Flyers blue. If they were to lose to the Chiefs tonight,
Which
could actually
which is unlikely.
would, and then Flyers Orange, actually, or Fly, and then if they did lose tonight, they will be tied for first, unless there's a draw at Coburn tonight. More on that in a second. Langell trying to work it in front, spins around. Attempt went wide. Cox down low.
Yeah, it's hard to comment on how good or bad the Blackhawks are going to go because...
Yes, it's impossible.
Because we haven't seen them. Not live, anyway.
Bingham pushed it onto McCann's net, who covered it up. Yes, I've not watched the Blackhawks game, so...
No. Well, I've seen it on the feed, but... obviously, it's a little different watching it live.
Yes.
Pick a lot more up.
Yeah. But finals is something that we have to look forward to soon. DeGraff, Dak shooting it in, tipped in front. It was almost a chance there for the Chiefs. Now at neutral ice, Cox through to Kairos, who shoots and it went wide. Now Bingham trying to work it past. Jeffrey collects the puck, 1-0. Jeffrey shooting, scores. Chiefs slowly trying to work their way back into this one. It's 5-2. So if Flyers Blue do lose this match tonight, and Flyers Orange and Blackhawks is not a draw, they will be tied for first. But
I
will
haven't
remain,
got my glasses, Luke.
Okay.
That's just...
But will remain there. They will be tied for first on points, but will remain there on goal difference. Because their goal difference is plus 50.
So who's third then? Blackhawks?
The Blackhawks, yes. Based on goal difference, they're tied on points
Flyers
with
Orange.
Flyers Orange.
Okay.
So Flyers Orange are 8-3-1. The Blackhawks are also 8-3-1.
If the Blackhawks win, they'll go into second.
They will. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever wins out of Flyers Orange and Blackhawks will be outright second. If it's a draw, Flyers Orange will remain in second as they have 6 more goals than the Blackhawks. That's going to be a tripping call against Campbell. He'll visit the champion auto glass penalty box for the first time tonight as he tripped up the Chiefs player on the blue line.
Yeah,
wow,
so
Butin has some wheels. He got over to the bench pretty quickly. Elliott wins the drawback. Good job there to do that against Jeffries. Now Hilliers pushing it in down low. Pickpocketed by Jeffries. Through to Yurich, but it's turned over to Elliott. Elliott top of the blue line. Pushing it out to the right-hand side. Chiefs controlling it. Wraith trying to push it down low. Elliott holds it. Now Chiefs controlling it down in the low corner.
We get someone back door. There's no one on the back door for the Chiefs.
And it's going to be
try
turned
and slide it through.
Right over to Kudla. David Kudla dumps it out hard, and that's a good pass as it finds Bro, who stops up trying to work it past Elliott, still holding it, Bro, and it went all the way back to Yurich. He's going to have to dump it in. Jeffries getting back on side and going to the bench. Wraith now behind the net. Pass through the middle. Now McDonald.
I don't know about that.
Just called offside. Rodney Arnold doesn't look happy.
No, I tend to agree with him. I thought that was fine.
I, to be honest, thought it was offside because just the angle I saw that when he collected the pass, I thought Jamie McDonald did have both skates.
I looked at the replay, but
you did look at the replay. Okay, I did.
Well, no, I didn't. I'm trying to, but our producer is doing other things.
Thrown under the bus.
Yep.
Jolly.
I don't take prisoners, you know that.
Jolly controlled it, pushed it up to Douglas, who finds McDonald, and it was almost tipped in front.
It linked up quite well then.
Kudla controls it now. Through the middle to Cox. Andrew Cox is entering the zone. He's down low now. Just missed on a pass attempt. Cox is still down low, trying to push it to Lamb at the top of the blue line, but it hit McDonald sick. Now he could be a chance. McDonald shooting and it went wide. Cox collects the rebound, trying to skate it through centre ice now. It's controlled by Langell, through to Kairos, back to Cox, but it's turned over by Jolly to Kazala, and Lamb's going to skate onto the loose puck. He might have been tripped. No, he wasn't. And now it's taken away by the Chiefs, who control it through Dak.
I thought that was probably the most obvious trip of the night, just quietly. And not just because it's my old mate Richie Lamb.
Now working it in front, the Chiefs. And I think they almost thought they scored there. But now Geordie Kairos, who's going to be in all alone, and a save by Buton. Stones Kairos on the doorstep. Now straight through the middle. It'll skid towards McCann's net. Yirich is down low.
Which McCann's in net, by the way?
Steve,
yeah.
Mark will be playing with Orange at Coburn.
Always
and
forget
now
this.
here comes Jeffries, Liam Jeffries through to Langell, but it might find Yirich. Buton cleared it out of trouble. Now to Graff with a pass through the middle. It just went off the side wall, down low. Kudler's going to control it, try and work it out from behind the net. Kazala controls the loose puck. Kudler is down low. Now it's turned over. The Chiefs shooting a save by McCann.
Save. Well, tonight's game's being run by a National League referee, Corey Ross.
Oh, great.
So I have to say nice things about him.
And we're back underway. Cross ice pass. Shot in from the top of the blue line, and even with the screen, McCann manages to get in front of it.
Game's just come alive a little bit, Luke.
Yeah.
It was looking a bit grim at the end of that first period, but it's just got a bit of life in it.
Has. Jeffries wins it back. Battle for it in the corner. Shot fired in from the top of the blue line by the Chiefs. That might have been dangerous, but it just went wide. Kudler's trying to control it down low in the corner now. 6:22 left in this period. Jamie Campbell working his way through the middle. Still Campbell. Stick gets lifted. Turned over by Jeffrey. Kudler finds Yirich. Now Jeffries back to Bro shooting, and another save. Corey Buton stonewalling Ben Bro.
Wow. That was a good save.
What a save by Corey Buton. Back underway, puck one out to the side, shot fired on net, save Buton. Push straight up through the middle by the Chiefs, and they did not like that call again.
Yeah, they've the Chiefs have been on the receiving end of. No, they're going to run with the icing. Certainly wasn't icing. Should have gone to centre ice. There you go. I can pick on the referee now.
Face off one back to Kairos, shooting save by Buton. Face off one back to Jolly, who tries to clear it out of trouble. Now Elliott's working it through the middle, almost finding Levesque. Yes, he's found Levesque in front. Chris Levesque, they shoot, and the puck went wide. Now Blue trying to exit, and that's going to be icing as Jolly gets there first. So the Chiefs are going to have an offensive zone face-off with just under 4 minutes left. One back for Flyers Blue. They try and clear it out of trouble, and a knuckleball comes in from the top of the blue line. It's gloved down by McCann.
Nothing wrong with throwing it in like that, but you've got to throw it in nice and low. Make it difficult for the goaltender.
Face off one out to the side. Flyers Blue collecting it, working it out of there, but it's taken by Jolly. In the middle now. Hillier sent it through for Levesque. Levesque is down low, centering it in front. They shoot, and a save by McCann. Now behind the net, Levesque. Still Levesque trying to push it in on the doorstep. But it's kept down to there. Hillier shooting. Save. McCann.
So what's changed, Luke? Why the all of a sudden the Chiefs are pressuring Blue so much?
Firstly, momentum. I think that when they went down 5-0, they completely gave up. There was that empty net goal where Kairos came streaking down the right wing and put it into an empty net. And they're playing with a little bit of intent. They're actually defending with intent. They're collapsing in on the net and boxing them out. And when they go forward, they're also doing that with intent. Would you agree?
I tend to agree, yes.
What else? You're the expert. Pushed in front by Jeffries. We'll get to you in a second as Wraith and Jeffries work their way onto the puck. Jeffries trying to push it out past Kazala, who's going to go down the left wing. Now Douglas is trying to skate onto it, but it's taken away by Kudla, who backhanded it off the glass. So what do you think of the Chiefs at this point?
They're contesting, mate. They're contesting is what they're doing.
They're actually trying
getting into the battles.
Yes, they're trying to actually get to the puck rather than just letting Flyers Blue walk all over them. They're contesting hard for it in front of the net right now. As Bro shoots it in, it hit the side of the net. They're actually trying to get bodies in front of Buton and not just leave him there. Bro shooting again, saved and covered up by Buton, and then you can see there the Chiefs playing with a little bit of intent as Wraith and Kazala work hard.
The only thing I can think of there, we had Jamie McDonald was covering David Kudla, but the real danger man was Ben Bro. He should have slipped across into here and covered Ben.
He held the puck for about a second and a half too long in 2 instances there.
Yep. So sometimes you just got to leave your man and pick the most dangerous player, which would have been Ben Bro in the high slot.
Wraith is down low as they won it off the draw, the Chiefs. Now at the top of the defensive blue line, they try and work it out, but it's going to be taken by Jeffries, who's holding on to it. He worked it past Douglas. Now Sedenko backs it out from behind the blue line. It's going to be icing as Kudla gets there first.
No, called it off.
No, called it off. Kudla with the puck, skating it out of trouble. Through the neutral zone now, trying to work it past McDonald. He does. Now just has to beat Sedenko. He shot it and it went wide. A cannon of a shot that went into the glass. Now Campbell trying to skate onto the loose puck. Down low in the corner. He's battling hard. And it's going to be taken by the Chiefs. And it was almost a one-timer in front by Kazala, but it was just on his offhand. Had it been on the other side, he probably would have had it. But now Cox working through the middle to Bro. Cross ice pass, centering it. It's covered up by Buton. And that's going to do it for the end of the second period. So Chiefs working their way back into this one. Flyers Blue without a goal in that second period. Buton standing on his head for the Chiefs. They trail 2-5. We'll be back soon.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
Welcome back to Perth Ice Arena. Chiefs are back in the game as they face Flyers Blue. We are approaching 8:30 p.m, which means that the temperature at Perth Ice Arena is about to drop significantly.
Is this where I normally step in and give you my snowflake routine?
Yes. No one thinks that you're tough because you don't wear extra layers.
No, I've got layers on. I've got a big jacket and...
No one thinks you're tough because you don't wear a heated jacket. You can wear it if you want. They are very expensive. As it gets pushed out through the middle, Cox is going to take it on the left wing. He's controlling it, still controlling it. Backhands it for a drop pass for Kairos, who backhanded it down low now. Behind the net, the Chiefs are going to control it. They dump it. Almost went out of play, but stays in.
Should be icing.
It will be, yes.
And I think they get that one right. So I mentioned to you earlier, Luke, that someone said that you and I should do a political podcast.
A political podcast?
And social issues and all that sort of general stuff.
Well, I'm sure you would get some conflicting views.
Well, I thought of the name.
Oh, go on.
I'll wait till the next break. It's worth it.
Okay, Campbell, top of the blue line, dumping it in down low. Langel's going to collect it behind the net. Still, it's Langell. Now it's controlled by Bingham, almost controlled, as Campbell finds it. Kudla, back to Campbell. Actually, Andrew Petrie, the head coach of the Sydney Ice Dogs, had a really good idea for a podcast name. Maybe I won't say it so that he can keep his trademark, as Cox
I'll pinch it off the fridge, don't worry about that.
Keeps it down low.
He's not fast enough to catch me these days.
He said that he should do a hockey podcast with a girl and call it 2 and a 10. As Kairos.
Speaking of nearly a 2 and a 10 potentially here with that with that little antic.
I thought that that could be getting into 2 and 10 territory for Brett Jolly.
That's quite witty from the fridge.
I thought that
very
was
unlike him. I really hope he listens to this.
No, you don't think he would be listening to this. But yeah, 2 and a 10. He said that he should do a podcast with a hockey podcast with a girl.
The name, the Exa and the Snowflake.
The what?
The Exa and the Snowflake.
Exa,
as in Gen Exa.
Oh, okay.
Myself
yes.
And the Snowflake
the
being
snowflake,
you.
Okay. As it gets pushed in down low, and Yurich is at the top of the blue line, pushing it down for his brother, also Yurich, who's going to control it. He's almost pushed off the puck by Sedenko. Jeffries is controlling it on the left-hand side. Top of the blue line now, it's Lamb who pushed it almost past Levesque. He's going to come in. Levesque all alone. He scores!
Shorty. Richie Lamb. Boy, am I going to text him about that one later.
Keep talking, Chris.
He's just a bit of a mistake there, and the old racehorse Levesque was off to the races, so to speak. Are you putting your vest on? Are you that cold already?
Freezing.
Really?
I should have been prepared for this in the second intermission. But just as the game is heating up, the temperature is dropping significantly, as it usually does at Perth Ice Arena.
Oh, that's going to be a call. Yeah, he's called that.
So that's going to be a call. This is good for us because as a neutral party here, we want to see the Chiefs get another goal.
Yep, we do.
So, not good news for Flyers Blue as Yurich goes to the box. The Champion Autoglass penalty box. Thanks to Champion Autoglass for sponsoring the 2020 West Australian Premier League, the season that we're going to be commentating until I'm 75 years old, because the grand final is going to be a 3-game series for this league. Did you know that?
I didn't know. Is it in my contract?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in your non-existent contract.
Luke, if you're in, I'm in, mate.
So it's going to be a potential 3-game series. So none of this is set in stone, but this is the word around the place, is that it's going to be a 3-game series for the grand final. It's going to be a 1-game play-in, first versus fourth, I imagine, and second v third.
Can I throw a spanner into the works for you?
Yes.
Now, what if the final involves the Blackhawks and one of we'll assume one of the Flyers teams?
I don't know. Maybe.
And the Flyers teams finish higher. You would expect them to have home ice advantage, correct?
I don't know the specifics of that. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting storyline as it develops. Hillier working it down low, and he pushed it across to Jeffrey, who was on the doorstep, but it was tipped away. Now Yurich is going to come in. He's just got one to beat, streaking down the wing. In front, backhand, it went wide. Now behind the net, Flyers Blue trying to control it. Yurich still, he's having a good shift, and it'll be covered up by Levesque. Yurich brought his own puck out onto the ice for that shift.
Need one more from the Chiefs, don't we? Just to make it interesting.
And if they are on the power play, however, they look like they're on the penalty kill, the way that Flyers Blue
Yes.
control
Flyers Blue can do that, though.
play, and that's why they are the top team in this league. I mean, they would be about $1.10 to win the grand final if this
if you're a betting man.
league was on Sportsbet, I would say. I mean, I'm not, but
No.
I do like saying odds. That's one weird tendency that I have. I love making up my own odds for sport games. Kazala backhands it to the top of the blue line. Sedenko across ice pass, whipping it in. It was tipped off a skate. Now McDonald's going to control it. They look like they're on the power play now. The Chiefs, Flyers Blue boxing them out. It was a save by McCann, and now it'll get cleared all the way down the other end. Buton coming out of his net. He's going to control it. And now the Chiefs push it up the ice. Back at even strength. Cox is down low. Cox whipped it around. It went past Kudla. Now at neutral ice. Here comes Geordie Kairos streaking in. Scores. And that might just about do it for Flyers Blue.
You never learn. Geordie Kairos and Dave Kudla with that little toe drag all the time. Always just got to learn to stand inside of them and just, get in little... I get bewildered sometimes. It's such an obvious thing. Anyway.
And we're just about...
Rugged up enough there, pumpkin, or what? If you could see what I can see.
I've got 6 layers on, I think, as it gets back underway. And one of them is a very expensive BMW heated jacket, thanks to CD Dodd for supplying them. As Langell controls the puck, pushing it to the top of the blue line for Kudla. Back to Langell, who's still controlling it. Trying to find Campbell. He dumps it in. Now down low, Geordie Kairos. Pushed out of trouble by Jolly. Now the Chiefs are going to try and come back the other way. They backhanded up ice. Pinched in at the blue line by Flyers Blue. Langell trying to skate onto the puck. Has it. Cross ice. Shot fired. No, it wasn't a shot fired. It might have just been tipped away by Jolly, who was sprawled
Jolly
out on
did
the
some
ice.
Good work there to cover that.
Down low now. Battle for the puck in the corner. Goes to the top of the blue line. Trickles out of there. And Kudla's going to skate onto it. Kudla. Under 10 minutes remaining now. Finding Jiric. Jiric working it in. Cross ice to Bro, who shoots and he's stoned by Buton again.
Buton's had his number this game, hasn't he?
Yes.
Commentator's curse, though.
As it gets pushed around for Bro, who's on the left-hand side in the corner. Bingham's working it out of trouble now.
Jeez, that was a nice pass.
Finding Elliott. Here comes Elliott across to Hillier, and he just missed it on the doorstep.
Jeez, that was nice. Nice setup.
Elliott down low. Levesque top of the blue line. Pushing it in for Elliott, and it just missed him. Has Levesque been playing D this whole game?
No, he's been playing up on his wing.
Now Levesque shooting it in, and the puck just took an awkward bounce before it hit his stick. Jiric finding Bro. Jeffries working it out of there. Up ice now for Jiric, who has options, trying to dance around Jolly, and he backhands it around where it's now collected by Dak. A race to the puck is going to see Levesque shoot it onto McCann's net. The rebound taken by Jiric. Pushed up ice, Jeffries. Bro pushes it out of there. Now Jiric is coming the other way. Trying to muscle him off the puck was Elliott. Now Levesque is going to collect it, backhanding it for Jolly. Under 8 minutes. Jolly. Levesque. Turned over by Jeffries. Through the middle, just missed Langell. Kairos took a big hack at it. Kazala dumps it in down low. No, he doesn't. It was stopped at the blue line by Bro. Might have hit, yes, it hit the ref. Now Kairos working it in. Pickpocketed by the Chiefs. They're going to come back the other way. Shot
that was
fired.
offside.
And it was offside.
Yep. I was just about to say, I haven't seen James Elliott for quite some time.
Elliott was down here a second ago and nearly scored.
Sure. I believe you, but
he was involved in the play for a second down here.
okay.
And the face-off's one back for Campbell. That might have been the equivalent of me saying Sean Hamilton was from New Zealand last week, if you saw the start of the broadcast.
What?
No. I don't know why I said it. I just did. As we work it in down low, Andrew Cox.
It's Mississauga.
I know. I just said it. I don't know why.
Or somewhere near it anyway.
I thought, you know what I thought? I thought he was Dale Harrop as it gets pushed in on net.
Did it say Hamilton on his back?
Yes, No, I mean, I just thought that I got the person Sean Hamilton confused with the person Dale Harrop, and just thought thought that he had Dale Harrop's background rather than his own. I don't know why I said it. I've never talked to him, so you know, he's just a character to me.
The Sean Hamilton?
No, never.
I'll introduce you.
As it gets worked along the corner, I kind of like when these players are like, you know, characters to me. As a shot gets fired in by Sedenko, glove down by McCann, who finds Kudla, the one man that you want to work it out of trouble, as he does just that. Oh, Rob Hazelhurst played centre for Flyers Orange last week, as Jeffries works it in, trying to push it towards Bro.
Originally, back in the dim dark ages, he came to the Thunder as a forward.
It's definitely fun watching him play as a centre, but he's definitely a better defenseman. I think you guys did the right thing there.
Yeah. No, that was his request partially as well. But
well, I think he's better at D.
Yep.
However, watching him fly around the Premier League as a centre was pretty entertaining, especially after a game where I'd watched Flyers Blue beat the Vikings.
Yeah, I can
16
imagine.
to 3. Now Bro is in front. Can he get it past Buton this time? No.
Nope.
Through the middle. And now the Chiefs are going to win the race to the puck. Douglas down low. Dug it out of there. Jeffries trying to hack at it. Shot fired. Another shot fired. And a glove save by McCann. He loses it out of the glove. And on the doorstep, the Chiefs score.
Josh Healy scoring, a.k.a. Douglas.
Josh Douglas Healy.
So that was better pressure. There was much better pressure from the Chiefs there. And this is the problem, that they're not constant with their pressure.
No. And they really let their heads down when they get scored on.
Well, they had their heads down after Jordy Kairos got the last goal too a little bit, but they've called a timeout.
So they're only down by 2 goals. There's 5 minutes with stoppages.
Plenty of time.
What can they do here? If they just get one, they're going to be right in it, and they're going to have stoppages.
Just got to play ugly hockey and just bang it forward, try and win the battles on the boards, and just defensively they've got to cover the flyer blue bodies and when the puck goes down the other end.
And they did win the second period 2-0.
They did convincingly.
And they literally did win the second period 2-0, and they're winning this period 2-1. So they're actually going to be, at this point, they are a losing team that has won 2 periods of the hockey game.
But it was the first period. You can't give up 5 goals.
Well, you just can't do that.
No.
So, I mean, if it was like soccer and you played the game on aggregate like they do in the Champions League, they would have won 2 of the games but still lost. So, what can they do now, the Chiefs?
Get possession, hold possession, and just work it in and shoot. I don't think Steve McCann's having the best of his nights ever, so just get the puck on net and crash that net and try and get an ugly goal or 2.
Puck gets pushed up the left-hand side. Dumped in down low by the Chiefs. Campbell's going to skate onto the puck. Had DeGraff coming right towards him. That was a scary sight that we
should be icing.
Got a good view of, and yeah, that will be icing.
Well, number 1 is keep the puck down this end. So that's a start. And so there's a bit of pressure. Flyers blue, instead of their normal tic-tac-toe passing out, have iced the puck.
One back, shot fired in by the Chiefs. They just need one as Kairos digs it out of there. Kudler is down low behind the net. If Flyers Blue can just control the puck like they do so well every week, they will win the game convincingly. Hacked back in. Chiefs coming the other way. They've got a 2-on-1 against Campbell. Jeffrey cross ice past DeGraff, just missed it. DeGraff could have busted this game wide open. It was about 15 centimetres from hitting his stick and going in. Kairos pushing it across. Levesque is coming back the other way now. Levesque in the middle, shooting and a save. Levesque across ice pass again. It hit Yurich, went to Bro. There were no Chiefs there. And now they try and push it back in. The Chiefs. But Jordy Kairos is going to come in the other way. He's all alone. Cross ice pass. Bro scores. And that'll do it.
Commentator's curse. Finally scored.
Finally got Buton.
But
on a 2-on-0.
Yeah. Not much Corey Buton could have done about that. Well, I think the older lady has sung. Well, it could be younger, but you know what I mean.
Yes. As the puck's won back. Collected by Blue. Here's Ben Bro. Holding it. He might want to get a second one here, Bro. In fact, I know he definitely will want to get a second one. Yurich down low. Jeffries to Bro, but it was stopped in front. Now Bro. And a save by Buton. The Chiefs coming back the other way now. Lamb trying to push it out of trouble. And Ben Bro is down on the ice. Skating off gingerly. Jeffries is controlling the puck meanwhile. Jeffries to Yurich. Yurich, it went off a stick. Now Levesque is skating it down the wing. Chris Levesque shooting, and it was almost tipped in front, but it's covered up by McCann.
Yeah, that goal took the air out of the game a bit, didn't it?
Yes.
Oh, well. Well, at least the Chiefs put up a bit of a fight for most of the game, to be fair to them.
Back underway. Jolly is going to skate onto the loose puck. Under 3 minutes now. Jolly through the middle. Missed everyone. Kudla. It's going to be icing.
Has one of the referees got a kid's whistle out there?
Yeah. Face-off's one back by Blue. Cross-ice pass, but it's pickpocketed. Here come the Chiefs the other way in front. Now they hold on to it, pushed across. Now battling hard for it in the corner. McDonald against Campbell. Kazala backhanded across. There was no one on the doorstep. Dak in front, pushes it in. McDonald controlling it. Jamie McDonald looking for options, but it's pickpocketed by Langell. Through the middle now to Kairos. Geordie Kairos skating it down the right wing. Kairos centers it across for Cox. Couldn't quite get it on the doorstep, just over 2 minutes. Jolly from behind the net. Pushes it down the ice. Douglas. Muscled off the puck by Campbell, who digs it out. McDonald holds it down low. Backhands it around for Kazala. Healy. Puck gets tipped up into the air, bounced off the boards, went to Dak. McDonald. Still McDonald holding on to it. Langell did a good job defensively to push it out of the zone. Puck pushed out from behind the net. And Yurich is going to skate onto it. Kazala has it to McDonald. Down low now is Jamie McDonald. Still McDonald around for Healy to Kazala, who's holding onto the puck behind the net. Kazala, top of the blue line now. Shot fired in, and it was almost deflected by Healy. But Jeffries is going to come back the other way all alone, and he's stoned by Corey Buton on the doorstep. Under a minute to go, and just an unlucky night for the Chiefs, Chris. Well, not really unlucky. It was the first period that let them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first period
They've
that really let them down.
actually won the last two periods.
Yes.
As you pointed out earlier.
So, actually, it's a tie this period. It's 2-2.
Yeah.
So the periods are 1-1 and 1.
But they've scored 4 to 2 goals in the last two periods.
Yes.
So
They have won the last two periods on aggregate. As it's pushed across with under 20 seconds left now. Can they get one more? The Chiefs, as a shot gets fired by Bingham. And now coming back the other way is Ben Bro with 10 seconds left. Through the middle to Jeffries. Cross ice to Yurich. And they get one up. Yep. Flyers blue. So that's going to do it. Flyers blue win this one 8-4. Big win for the top team in this competition. And the Chiefs, their run of decent form has been squashed. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for the second matchup of tonight, the Vikings and the Sharks. See you then.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
You're invited to Perth Ice Arena, Perth's premier ice skating rink. If you're into ice hockey, figure skating, a novice, or just enjoy the fun of ice skating, this is the place for you. Call or visit the website for session times. It's a great place to keep cool.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.